Today's holiday tutorial has been inspired by evergreen trees after the snow. We've played with hues of green, some pearly whites, and even some pink. If you like this look and you want to learn how to get it, keep watching. First, I'm applying NYX's eyeshadow base in white pearl all over my lid. And I'm bringing that up as far as it will extend. A nice thin layer. And if you do use this, I would suggest using a primer underneath, especially if you have oily lids, because it will crease. Next, I'm going in with our 28 neutral palette, and I'm just using that bottom white color. It's like an opal accent color. It's not a pure white. And I'm just picking it up with a flat shader brush. I'm going to apply that color from the inner corner of my eye 2/3 of the way in. We're going to leave that outer third free of color because we're going to put a deeper color there. And I'm just patting that onto my eye, and I'm just keeping that on the lid area. Next, I'm going to use my Makeup Forever palette, and I'm going to use that green color in the palette. I'm picking up that color using NYX's Smoky brush, and I like this brush because it has really dense bristles, which is really important for what we're about to do. And I'm just going to pick that up at just on the tip of the brush in a very small amount. A little bit really goes a long way. And just to make sure I don't get too much on the eye, I'm actually going to blot some of that off onto my hand. And then what we're going to do is we're going to create a C shape around the eye. And this type of look and placement of eyeshadow is really good for just about any eye shape. So I'm going to start right at that outer V area, and I'm just stippling this on. And I'm going to bring that up right into the crease, but staying on that outer third. We don't want to bring that all the way to the inner corner. And I'm going to bring that down as well to the first third of our lower lash line, making sure that it connects from the outer V area to our lower lash line. Once I have enough green applied, I'm going to go in with a clean blending brush, and I'm just going to soften the edges of that. Because I want to make sure that the color doesn't come too far over on our lid, I'm going to go back in with the lid color and just reapply it over that edge of the green where it meets our lid color. Because I really want the green to stay at the edge. And this will also help the colors to blend together very well, because you don't want to see a line and a stopping and starting point where one color ends and another color starts. Next, I'm going in with a fluffy dome brush, and I'm going to be using Inglot shadow in number 32. I'm going to pick up that color right at the tip of the brush by swirling it around onto the shadow, tapping off any excess, and we're just going to go over that green base that we laid out using our Makeup Forever Flash color. Do make sure that you bring it down to the lower lash line as well. The final green color that we're going in with is also Inglot number 340. And we're just picking that up using a pencil brush. Again, you're going to grab that right onto the tip of the brush, swirling that around, tapping off any excess. And with that, we're going to draw a definite line to help you get the color tone and payoff that you need. So basically, you just want to draw a little C right on the outer edge of your eye and up into that crease, a small C. And then you're going to bring that C down and bring it right underneath of that lower lash line, making sure that it connects to the C on top. Then you can gently pull that forward, but not too much because you really want to maintain the previous color. Go back in with that fluffy dome brush and just hit the edges of the darker green that we just applied and soften it up so that it blends well with all the rest of the greens we've applied. For a highlight, I'm just choosing a color from the 28 palette that's just about a shade lighter than my natural skin color. And it's a matte shadow, but the white pearl base that we put on when we started will give it a little bit of a shimmer. And you're just placing that wherever there is no color. For this look, I would not recommend a white highlighter because it will distract from the makeup that you put on your eye. To really complement the color that we've placed on our eye, it's best to use a color that is as close to skin tone as possible, or one at the most 2 shades lighter than your natural skin tone. On our waterline, we're going to use NYX's waterproof pencil in white. These pencils are really great, especially if you love Urban Decay's 24/7 liner. These liners work just as great, they're just as pigmented, and once they set, they will not move. And for the price point, you can't beat it. So if you love Urban Decay, but you're looking for something a little bit more budget friendly, the waterproof liners from NYX are phenomenal, and they come in a range of colors. We're just going to place this in our waterline. Now we're just going to do some liner. The way you apply your liner is completely up to you. I am going to be using Smashbox Jet Set Liner in Midnight, and I'm just using that with a liner brush. This liner brush is probably one of my favorites. It's actually by Crown Brush. It is number C2505 Great Brush for either fine lines or thick lines. I'm going to go in with some mascara. I am using NYX's Doll Eye Mascara in Volume. You want to start at the base of your lashes and you want to wiggle and roll that up to the very edge of your lashes. On the outer edge, I'm just starting at the base and pulling them outward to fan them out and lengthen them. I'm just going to apply one even coat because I'm going to go in with some false lashes. I'm going to go ahead and apply those lashes and I will be right back. And here is our finished look. All I did to finish up is I applied some mascara onto my lashes, put false lashes, and I applied mascara on my bottom lashes as well. For my lips, I lined them in NYX Lipliner in Pinky. Filled them in with their matte shadow in Shocking Pink. This is a matte shadow. Great pigment payoff, but I went over it with a clear gloss because I wanted to have a little bit of gloss in it. I hope you enjoyed this look. This is just another option for holiday makeup. You could also do red lips. I wanted to kind of steer away from the red and do something a little different and make them pink, but either one works just the same. Or you could even do a nude lip if you feel that you need to just tone it down a little bit. But again, another great look for Christmas, New Year's, even just any time during the winter holiday seasons. I hope you've enjoyed this look. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Feel free to leave me your comments, any type of video suggestions or requests. And thank you for watching. Beauty and blessings.